You know, many of you may be wondering why I'm focusing on government, jobs, and contracts. And the reason's quite simple. We can't go to J.P. Morgan or Tesla or any of those private or publicly traded companies and tell them, hey, you can't hire people from around the world. This is America and you need to hire Americans only. We can try till we're blue in the face, but it's their money. Ain't a damn thing we can do about it other than shun them. We can shut them, and that'll do accomplish the same thing. We can name them and shame them in public spaces. Anytime they see them in the airport or a restaurant or a golf course or the country club, yeah, name and shame them bastards. Got nothing against that. But I'm going against, not against, I'm documenting what is happening in our federal and state government contracts. Because those contracts are paid for using our taxpayer money. We can shut off the money. We can tell our government to shut off the money. If they don't like it, we can force them out. So that's why I'm doing this. When I researched the Attorney General's office in Texas, and I find out that he has H-1Bs applications to bring on board H-1B workers, and going to pay them using my taxpayer money that he uses to deprive me of jobs, bullshit. I'm going to fight that. I'm going to find a way to expose it. I'm going to show the world what's happening. So if you're a government administrator and you're doing that, you can bet your ass you're going to be exposed. You're going to be named and shamed publicly, buddy, lady, whatever your name is. So I'm digging in to these government jobs and government contracts, government contractors. I know a lot of you people say, well, government jobs don't count. Yet the same people saying that will be the first people to whine and bitch and moan and groan when the police don't show up or the firemen don't show up or the roads don't get maintained or the trash don't get picked up or the water doesn't work. Those are all workers, boys, girls. Those are government jobs. We pay them to do things for us. If they're not doing those things, then we need to fire them or get somebody in there that will. It's a totally different subject. But I focus on those jobs ahead of private industry because with government jobs, it's our money that's being used to pay them. We can shut off our money. We can find ways. But I can't go tell Elon Musk, hey, you're a trillionaire, you son of a bitch. We expect you to take care of the country that you're living in. He just laughed in my face. Kind of sad when you think about it that he doesn't do anything to make America better for all Americans. But that's another issue too. So let's focus on these government jobs, these government contracts, and those that get paid by the government with our money. If they're doing good and they're hiring Americans, by God, let's elevate them to the top of the heap. If they're doing bad, let's expose the hell out of them. That's why I do what I do. If you got any ideas of how we can go after private industry, other than naming them, shaming them, I'd love to hear about it. Because I've racked my brain for about 23 years, and that's why I come up with the fact that the only thing we can do is to find a way to force them to hire Americans in America and to quit using foreign-born workers. Because after all, it's our money that's paying them. So let's focus on that, folks. Let's find a way. Like that lady in Iowa the other day, the mayor or governor or whatever the hell she was. It's about as sorry and low as you can go. You force all them workers to take jobs with Cognizant or Infosys or whatever, what'll happen is Cognizant or Infosys will give them a job a month, 2 months, maybe a year. And as soon as you turn your back, they're going to get rid of the Americans. You mark my words on that one. So that lady basically, in a premeditated manner, just destroyed those people's future to make ourselves look good. I'd much rather see us destroy her future and bring those workers back to work. Hell, Trump did the same damn thing when he said, I'm going to fire him and Elon Musk. Remember when they ganged up on all the government workers? We're going to fire each and every one of you son of bitches because y'all ain't doing nothing. You don't create jobs. Well, neither does Trump or neither does Elon Musk. Sure, they create a few. But they deprive a lot more people of jobs than they create. You can't create 100 jobs and destroy 1,000,000 jobs and come out ahead. It just don't work. Let's find a way to put future and some opportunities so people can build a future back into our workforce. If it means we gotta name and shame the bastards doing this and bitches doing this to all of us, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's put the Americans back in America. Okay? Thank you.